Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 23 of my Empire campaign. Much has been said about the fact that I'm giving territory back to the dwarves, even though it's gold mines. Basically, I'm getting my RP on, so stop RP shaming me. Basically, right? I get to give the dwarf holds back to the dwarves, and I'm wearing a cod piece. It's all coming together, so it's fine. Although they might lose Karakungor first. Looks like the orcs might retake that, but we'll sort that out as soon as we can. Or just retake it, hand it back to them, and tell them to take care of it this time for the love of God. Meanwhile, Elspeth is moving north through the mountains to go and deal with Grimgor. And hello. Yes, I know Grimgor. I know. And Ungrim he started rebuilding his army, which is nice. And I just want to point out the dwarves, at one point, the dwarves literally had 2 provinces left. Now they've actually spread out a bit. They've got the entire Silver Road. They've got the mountains over here, all the way down into here. They're now spreading into these mountains. This is really good. They've also got some territory over here, and they are recruiting more armies. And that should then secure our southern border. So my thinking is that, yes, I could take the gold mines for myself. That is a potential option. But the gold mines wouldn't actually give me that much. At most, is it 1,200 I want to say for a gold mine? Let's just double check. Okay, it's 1,200, right? But it's also in a unpleasant climate, which is minus 15% income. Now, I could offset that with the toll roads, potentially, but that then takes up 2 building slots to just offset that one negative. So it's 1,200 money. Now, realistically, if we have a look at some of these armies, look at Elspeth here. Elspeth's army is 6,000 gold. Now, I could get both of these gold mines. That would give me 2,400, which is not even enough to get half of Elspeth's army up. However, if I give it to the dwarves, the bonuses to the AI income will allow them to recruit numerous stacks, and they can then keep the greenskins contained, and it means I don't need to have another army. Basically, I then don't need to worry about my southern border, so that is completely, I can just ignore that completely. I can move my armies elsewhere, and the dwarves can sort out the greenskins for me. I've got a strong ally to my south. When chaos arrives, the dwarves will then send armies to come and help me. So, I scratched their beard. Ugh. And they'll scratch mine, I guess, but they're a lot lower down, so they'll be scratching something hairy about waste. Anyway, the point is that we've got the greenskins, I feel like, semi under control. If we can just mop up these guys over here and these guys over here, then I feel like the dwarves should be able to then just sweep south, deal with the bloody hands and the greenskins, sort all that problem out for me. I can then move my armies. I'm thinking about this. We might go over to Middenheim. I might actually declare war on Middenheim and take this. I want to take Marienburg. And then I think what we'll do is we'll clear out Bretonnia and take the coast. There's also Bordeaux. Where is it? Over here. Now this has another port, a special port building which we can build. Marienburg has one as well. And when chaos arrive, they'll have to fight their way through Kislev, Ostermark, Ostland, all that kind of thing to get to me, by which point my armies can move over into position. The dwarves will be there to help me as well. And we can all then murder Archaon, join hands and sing Kumbaya. It'll be fantastic. But until then, we need to kill some vampires. So, Supreme Patriarch Balthazar Gelt, you need to come down. Well, yeah, you need to come down here. So we're going to send you down here. Elspeth's going over there. We've got the instrument of Sigmar's will. Exactly. We've got him. Is it time? Can you actually? How far can you march? I see no other option. Not far enough. Why can't I then unmarch you? Okay, bit weird, but never mind. Yeah, we're going to lose Karakazgoraz, but I don't really mind that so much. If they retake it, I can then go and send both my armies to go and deal with him. That'll mop them up. Hopefully then the dwarves can with my help, take Karak North. That then nullifies the greenskin threats in the west. The greenskin threat to the south has been dealt with. And if we can just mop up the vampires, we can then move Balthazar back to the north, wipe out this army. Elspeth can move up and deal with Grimgor, and then the mountains to the east are also secure. So that's the plan. I know I've waffled on for about 5 minutes now, but sometimes needs must. Right, we'll ignore that, and then I think we'll just end the turn.
Greetings from Sigmar.
Hi Tyrion. Defensive alliance. Our assistance is not offered to just anyone, son of Sigmar. Alright, I'll take it. You have chosen the path of wisdom. Thanks, buddy. Okay, well, Azhag has attacked Karakaz Graz, but that's okay. You can have it. Don't really care. Okay, we've got a few things going on. Boop, boop, boop. Stop Hammerheim apparently got bloodlust. He's off his tits. Holy shit. Spent too long in Vampire Lands. We don't really have an awful lot of money.
Orders.
I'm feeling good about attacking Azhag, though. I feel like that's something we can almost certainly do. We are being...
No.
We're under siege at Castle Templehof, but we do have some walls over there, so I think we're okay. Are you at war with that? Yeah, you're going to take Eschen, aren't you? Can I reach Eschen? I can, just about. We'll go and grab that. Bop that. Thank you. And I'll occupy that, just so Ostermark can't take it from me, because I feel like they were on their way. Was it? Yeah, it's Ostermark. I feel like they were on their way. Okay, you're now taking attrition. Our garrison's pretty good. I reckon you're not going to be able to do anything, at least not in one turn anyway. It's going to take a couple of turns for you to get into a good position. Elspeth, can we get anywhere you're not going to take attrition? I feel like the answer to that is no. Guess we'll just scooch up a little bit. Okay, they're getting good cash in. I think they've repaired all of their buildings. Have they knocked down the fucking wall? Oh. It's just no helping some people sometimes, is there? You just can't do anything about it. Right, Volkmar. Right, you're going to encircle. Indeed. Indeed. We're going to get Karl up here to help out. So we've got Karl and Volkmar together versus Azhag the Slaughterer. Well, that's got a sting. Almost feel bad for him. So Luminarch is opening fire on the giant, knocking down... What's that? I would say that's about 6 of his health in one shot. It's not bad. But I mean, it does do 1,462 missile damage with each hit. So... Yep, that'll do it. That will do it. So while the Luminarch is doing that, it's actually coming under fire from flying goblins. Missed, hits. Ow. I mean, the goblins are quite accurate. I will give them that. Another little zappet. Nice. Right in the face. Headshot. Good stuff. So meanwhile, the rest of my army sitting back, waiting for the enemy to come to them, because there's no reason to rush Karl's forces. Now moving up into position. We've got a nice position over here with the Hammer of Witches. Of course, they fire magical cannonballs. And look a little bit fancier than normal. Excellent. We've got the handguns. The handguns on the left flank. We've got the flagellants as well. On the right flank, we've got some swordsmen backed up by a steam tank, which I must give a name to. And there's Karl. No horse at the moment. Just on his own little 2 legs. Poor old chap. So the giant's been taking some fire. He's now down to half health. He's also now in range of the Hammer of Witches, so he's going to get blatted. Another fire. And that's a miss. But it does vaporise several very unfortunate orcs. So Hammer of Witches opening fire on the giant. The Doom Divers trying to pick off the Luminarch. They're quite accurate. They are homing shots. We need to get our Reiksguard, who are all on the left flank here. We've got Zintler's Reiksguard. The Reiksguard. 3 units of Reiksguard and Zintler's. I'm going to change tact with the Luminarch and open fire on Azhag and knock him down to almost half health in one shot. There's no point raising your arm, Azhag. That's not going to help you. Why are you even doing that? You don't have a shield. You have two hand weapons. Why are you raising your dozy bastard? Where's your axe gone anyway? Doesn't matter. Doom divers. Missing. Good. I can't get... Okay, now his axe has suddenly appeared back in his hand. Apparently, he thinks he's got a shield. He does not. So the enemy army is approaching, and as soon as they get a little bit closer, we will send out our Reiksguard on the left flank. Templehof Luminarch retreating back to the safety of our own lines, but we're going to turn around and open fire on Azhag when we can. Azhag's taking cannonballs to the face, trying to shield himself with his hand once again. I mean, that's... I suppose... no, you don't have a shield, buddy. Don't... Luminarch. That'll do it. So one more Luminarch shot and he's dead. Cavalry running out to left flank. See, we're giving the enemy units the slip. We're going to go and deal with this Orc Boarboy Biggin unit. Guns opening fire. On the right flank, we've got some Boarboys trying to flank around. We're going to lock them in place with the Luminarch's net ability. And then we're going to pick them off with gunfire and crossbows. Excellent work. Reiksguard charged in, and we're going to flank around, come in behind, catch them in a pincer movement. Azhag's already been zapped by the Luminarch. The Luminarch is excellent at just sniping off Lords, giant units. Basically just very potent. There we go. Those ball boys going to die. And not many of the Black Orcs and Orc boys have actually managed to reach our line. Looks like some of them seem to be running back to try and defend the Doomdiver catapults as the Reiksguard go off to deal with them. We've actually managed to break the Greenskin centre. I imagine mostly thanks to the fact that Azhag has been vaporised. We're taking quite a lot of damage here as the swordsmen get torn to pieces by these Black Orcs. Black Orcs, very nasty infantry unit. They pretty much make up for just how awful most of the Orc roster is. Why I like goblins, because at least the goblins are supposed to be shit. I mean, you've got orc boys who are rubbish. The big uns are just in a very odd place where they're anti-large for some reason, but don't have charge defense. So they're just sort of weird damage dealers. And then the black orcs are just better than big uns. Sort of odd. The Reiksguard trying to deal with all these units over here. We've got the giant has managed to survive. Some goblins have charged the Reiksguard. We're trying to now take out the giants. Hammer of Witches is opening fire. I'm trying to get the Luminarch into position as well to deal with him. With the Dobbin Doomdivers destroyed. Oh, in comes the Luminarch. Zap. And the giant goes down. Nice work. Excellent. Doomdivers have been wiped out. The Reiksguard now moving back to try and intercept some of these units that have run away and then rallied. Swordsman now flanking in behind the Black Orcs. And the Black Orcs finally going to run. Flagellants coming in from the other flank as well. Flagellants have actually been doing quite well against the Black Orcs. I imagine they just don't have much armour to actually get past, so it doesn't really matter if you're a swordsman or a flagellant. The Black Orcs kind of kill you at the same rate, but the Flagellants just have that physical resistance, so... That went a lot better than I thought it would, actually. No worries. Okay, let's... could use it as a base. Okay, let's occupy it. Let's occupy it just because we can then use that as a base to go and hit... Hello. Durthu. Durthu's arrived. Bloody Durthu, what a lad. Okay, hopefully Durthu can deal with Karak Norn. That'll then sort that problem out for us. Excellent. I do quite like Occam's Mind Razor, so we'll grab that one. I think what I'd like to do is actually take on Middenheim. I could take on Marienburg. I reckon we can take Marienburg. You know, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I think we can. So let's aim for that. Let's get Holy Popcorn in. Karl's army. Excellent. Elspeth is heading very slowly towards Necrachs' lair because
Let us begin.
it's a pain in the arse. We could get some more cash here. We don't have enough money to do that. We're losing money. Why are we losing money? Is there any reason? Probably because Castle Temple's under siege. Okay, well, if he attacks next turn, he's fucked. And if he stays there next turn, he's also pretty fucked. So I'm feeling pretty good about this.
Judgment ready.
Yes, Alberich, just stand around there, really, I think, is what you're going to do. We've got commandment available over here. We could get the extra tax rate because we've got the gold mine in Castle Drakenhof. And Carcass. Where's Carcass? I also need to remember to tick the debris.
Direct me.
Your Iron Brahma. Okay, we want you to come... well, in fact, it looks like they've had a bit of a landing over here in Evershale. Not quite sure how they've managed to get through the defences, but we'll go and help out the High Elves a bit by beating up the Dark Elves, because that'll make the High Elves happy. Do we... Hang on. If we had Defensive Alliance, do we have... Nagaron, the Awakening, Gaean Vale's over there, isn't it? Okay, so defensive... Right, we need to be military allies with Lothir. That'll give us those provinces. I need to be careful that I try and help them out. It does look like they're doing okay. It looks like they're pushing up northward. We've got Katep being friendly with them over there. It looks like Mazdamundi's land in the Twisted Glade. Looks like we've got the Hotep's column under siege as well. So that's Tretch, probably. I'm guessing that's Tretch anyway, because it looks like a ruin they've got under siege. That's almost certainly Tretch over there. But they have managed to land here. I don't know how they've managed to grab the Shrine of Cain and Evershale. Because theoretically they shouldn't be able to get through the mountain part. Oh wait, no, they've got the Phoenix Gate as well. That's how they've managed to get through. Bloody Tyrion, not paying attention. Idiots.
Be at peace, for that is all I ever want.
Okay, Alith, you want military access. I don't know when that's going to come up, but alright, I can give you that. I'll give us a little bit more relations with them. Positive relations. Happy green faces. Oh, looks like Dirthu's got Carrick Nord under siege. Good job, Dirthu. And apparently Throg is heading south for the winter. Good. Okay, we spotted. So it looks, I mean, I'm not sure what the dwarves are up to. I guess they're recruiting more units, which is okay. It looks like they're doing quite a lot of recruiting. Oh, Thorgrim's on the march north. That could be really useful for us if he can turn up to lend some assistance. That would be great. Can I go somewhere I'm not going to get attrition? I can go here. We're going to take attrition through the mountains? A little bit, but not too much. You've got a nasty army, but I still think I can beat you. So I'm gonna go for it. And it looks like they haven't moved, which is bad news for them.
Just war.
Seen as it is the last stand of the Vampire Counts, we are going to fight this battle, even though it's going to be, I'm going to be honest, absolute murder. Gorst is about to have a bad time. He and his posse of corpse wagons. Apparently he's got a whole bunch of friends with corpse wagons, and he's like driving around trying to pick up, I guess, vampire ladies. I don't know what Gorst would do really, but he's having a hell of a time at the moment because he's under a lot of bombardment. He desperately tries to advance. He does have a Vargolf. That's about the only good unit he has. Balthazar just flying overhead, just watching things. We got some units trying to flank around behind, but the Demigryph Knights charging down into the river. A little, I guess it's a stagnant pond actually, to deal with those dire walls. Very nice there. Lothir's seen what is effectively just a big old bat, which is a lot like a vampire, so he's going to ram his hammer up its bottom, as is tradition. He doesn't give a shit. He really doesn't. Come on, Lothir, you got this, buddy. And also some help from some guns, which is good. So there's Gorst's little sort of like corpse. It's a bit like... I want to say it's a bit like the teenagers who have those very loud cars who go and hang out in Morrison's supermarket car parks at about like 10:30 at night and just sort of like rev their engines and talk to each other through the windows. That's the vibe I'm getting here. Except obviously it's corpse carts, but otherwise pretty similar. Lothir's pretty much surrounded, but he has managed to deal quite nicely with the big old bats monster. And now he's just got some zombies to kill, which is very nice. Graveguard getting into position to fight. We are actually probably doing as much damage to the enemy as we are doing to ourselves. The Sunmaker in particular has wrecked quite a few of our handgunners, but never mind there. We've been dropping some spells on top of the posse, and it's, the corpse carts are not really going to do an awful lot. Lothir is trying to untangle himself from all these zombies. Going to do a little ion cannon blast there. That should help out. That'll do it. Excellent. Our reinforcements have turned up, but I'm just sort of... I don't really care, to be honest. I don't need them. I don't need them. Got some Graveguard and zombies fighting our halberdier line. But that's no biggie. And we're just trying to pick off... Where's Gorst? There he is. You can tell him because he's got the red lights instead of the green ones. Or rather, he's got some lanterns. And he's decided to actually fight Lothir. I mean, Gorst, I love the gumption. A lot of spunk there. That's good. But obviously not really sensible. Lothir's killed a lot of people. You just take a mortar blast directly to the face. Which is not great. Is it me or does his corpse cart look a little bit light on the corpses? No, it's exactly the same. That's just me seeing things. Come on, Lothir. Get it done. Little fireball there from Balthazar, who's aerial support. Calling in airstrikes. Lothir is surrounded by corpse carts and being attacked by zombies. But it's just a corpse cart. Gorst is taking damage. How's it going, Gorst? It's not great by the looks of it. No, you fell off. You fell off. And that does mean, of course, your army is going to crumble away very, very quickly. Bit of a sad showing from Gorst there, but pretty much what I expected from him. I'm going to take the money, thanks very much, because I kind of need it. How the hell did you... Got a burger. I love a good burger. You died, mate. You entirely died. You don't get to run away. Thank you. Take that money as well. Most kind. And the vampire counts are dead. We got more... No, apparently not. Oh, we get some... Oh, right, yeah. Right. We need to deal with these guys, because frankly, I've had enough of these stuff snatchers in my goddamn territory. So we're going to deal with them. Hopefully going to deal with this as well. We've got you. You're right there. Your money bags. Oh, literally just here for money. Did get stabbed, didn't he? So we need to get him back. I want to see if the Wood Elves manage to take Carrick Norn. I think they will. I'm fairly sure. So let's bring Carl back. In fact, we're going to leave you as well. Because what we can do, we can go to the dwarves. And we can... Apparently I've got that mod disabled. Of course, they updated the mods mod list, so I might not have had that mod installed for some reason. Huh. Okay, might have to go back and check that after this episode. Then never mind. We can give it to them later. Give the Doobie Watsip to the dwarves. Carakas Garaz, that's the one. Okay, you're level 40. So let's go with Gehenna's Golden Hounds, because that makes that spell 4 Winds of Magic, which is cheap, super cheap. And Lothir gets to be Wild-Eyed. Yeah, no, he's got 79 melee attack. Holy shit. And Jafar can have, if you've got all the spells, well, we can upgrade Chain Lightning, even though I don't like that spell. We're going to deal with the Stuff Snatchers. Kill them. Oh, there we go. My money's gone back up. Good. Good. Excellent. Glad to know. What Throg? Yeah, where are you going?
I smash your face in!
I think you were going for the vampires, but I think because the vampires are dead, you no longer have anyone to kill, so hopefully you'll wander off with your whole horde of terrifying skinwolves who I hate fighting. Okay, excellent. Eshin, we do want to give you walls. I've learned my lesson. Again. You, I'll knock down, because I don't care. Excellent. And I'm not going to upgrade you because I'm going to give you back to the dwarves because I don't want to have to look after you.
It is good to see our allies of the mountains.
Hello, Ungrim. What's going on, buddy? You want a trade agreement? Did I not have a trade agreement with you? Oh, I must have got blocked when I lost Eshin. Okay, well in that case, yes, I'll have a trade agreement with you. I should try and get a trade agreement with Cetra as well. I imagine that would be quite useful. Oh, hello. Hello there. Hello, fella. You've got a lot of Black Orcs, haven't you? It's quite a few. Yes, quite a few Black Orcs. But our swordsmen do have quite a lot of melee defense, so I think we'll be okay. I don't like the fact you've got Doom Diver catapults. But I'm game. Elspeth there looking resplendent on her dragon. Look at that. I mean, it's just as well, I guess, that she likes the blacks and indigos. If she was into pastels, probably wouldn't have the same impact, would it? But anyway, so Elspeth on her way. The enemy army is huge, is vast and belligerent, basically. Lots and lots of Black Orcs. In fact, I'll say the majority of this army is Black Orcs and Orc Boar Boys. So a little bit scary. And of course they've got Goblin Doom Divers, so that's fun. Ba-doing. Off they go. Trying to aim at Elspeth. She's going to try and give them the slip. But they are homing shots. Miss, miss, miss. That was... No, all missed. Okay, good. Good. Okay, we're going to flank around. We need Elspeth to deal with these Doom Divers, because frankly, the enemy army is scary enough without also having artillery support. Meanwhile, our Pistoliers are going to try and draw off some of this army, which is, I say, huge. I'm starting to think this might have been a bad idea. So many Black Orcs. So many Black Orcs. Okay, Elspeth is trying to fly through the hail of fire. She's getting bombed by goblins, though. But fortunately, here she comes. She can go and deal with them. In she comes. Oh, she's going for that one. There we go. Well, that seems to have worked quite well. She's already killed 4, 7, 8, and broken the enemy unit. Fantastic. Meanwhile, the Pistoliers giving these Orc Boar Boys a slip. I was trying to use skirmish mode, but frankly, it was fucking useless. So turned that off, and I'm going to have to micro them myself. Myself? There's only one of me, as far as I'm aware, anyway. Can you imagine if there's 2? There's Grimgor on foot, because of course Grimgor does not have a mount, and Sly, the Orc War Boss, who actually does have a mount. Lucky him. Off he goes on the giant. The giant shouldn't be fairly. It should be fairly easy to deal with. The Pistoliers have managed to draw off 3 units. 1 unit of Black Orcs, 2 units of Orc Boar Boys. Managed to whittle down one of them. Oh, almost going to get caught by some Boar Boys. Get some shots in there. Come on, run faster. No. Oh, shit. We should be able to outrun these guys really easily. They've only got 60 speed compared to our 90. And yet they managed to catch up with us. Elspeth is still mopping up these Doom Divers. I don't want them to come back. Ideally, I want Elspeth to come and join my main army because I feel like we're probably going to need her help. In the forest on the right flank, we have some halberdiers. I'm hoping the enemy boar boys will charge over this way, suddenly see them and end up kind of engaging them, and therefore not being able to get some nasty charges in. I'm worried if they manage to get in around behind my army, that could be really nasty. We've got Theodore. Theodore is going to blunt the enemy charge by engaging the boar boys first. Then in come the demigryphs. So we should be able to mop these orc boar boys up quite nicely, and that will secure our left flank. Ish, probably, a bit, hopefully. Elspeth and the Pistoliers now incoming, but they're very, very slow. Our handguns are concentrating. We're going to try and concentrate on killing off Grimgor, so we can finish off Grimgor. Also, we need to obviously kill the giant as well. The giant's been whittled down a little bit, but I really want to kill Grimgor. Because if he gets into melee combat, as you can see, he's getting absolutely hammered, but he is going to reach our line. Sly managed to get into combat with the handgunners, so we're going to pull them out. We've managed to engage a unit of orc boar boys on the right flank. That's going to keep these guys at bay. Engage these goblins over here as well. The demigryphs are pursuing the orc boar boys to make sure they break and shatter and don't come back to the fight. Our handgunners are actually going to change position because I've seen these spider riders are broken. But I don't want them to come back, so we're just going to make sure that... There they go, they're coming back. Soaring Blades took those charges from the Spider Riders quite nicely. Now we're going to charge in and engage the Black Orcs. These units are quite comparable. Goblins versus the other unit of Great Swords. We've got Grimgor surrounded. He's taking a lot of damage. In comes Theodore. Gives him a nice... There we go. He's Theodore getting stuck in there. Grimgor not happy about that. There's not much you can do, though. Get him. Nice. The Spider Riders have been broken and seen off by the Pistoliers. The demigryphs are now coming back. We've got some units of Black Orcs trying to flank around. Elspeth's coming back. The Pistoliers are now moving in behind the enemy army. Hopefully should be able to get some good shots off. There's a bit of a melee over here as Grimgor gets taken down. Down he goes, Theodore gives him a bot, and Grimgor is dead. Now we just need to deal with Sly. If we can deal with both of those, we might have a chance. Elspeth coming back. The right flank is actually being held really well by these halberdiers. These halberdiers have mopped up quite a number of units of orc boar boys. Elspeth doing a nice little breath attack over there. Soaring Blades have broken. They killed 21, but they got absolutely murdered by these Black Orcs. So Elspeth's going to have to come down to hold this left flank. Demigryphs breaking these Black Orcs, seeing them off. Our handguns are going to try and deal with these Black Orcs over here. Elspeth is not really a melee combatant, but she's going to just have to do her best because it's all we've got. Our Pistoliers got caught by some boar boys while I wasn't paying attention, but such is life. Managed to get these Black Orcs sort of facing our handgunners, so they should be whittled down. Our handgunners now need to do all the good work. We need to take down these Black Orcs as quickly as possible. Some units of Black Orcs are now coming in. I don't know if they're reinforcements, although they're just hanging back. But we're going to concentrate our artillery on them, see if we can take them out. Sly is running away. Theodore's let him get away. Tisk. Black Orcs trying to chase up with the handgunners. Demigryph's going to charge in, send them flying, and then handguns can turn around, but we do have to be careful because we've got some Goblin Wolf Riders trying to flank around, so we need to deal with those as well. Elspeth is holding this very, very nicely, but she is taking damage. And Sly's going to break through the line and head for the Hellstorm rocket battery. So we need to get Theodore over here to knock him out. We have debuffed him with a Spirit Leech, but he managed to survive the spell. Demigryphs are now... They've lost their charge bonus. They're doing okay against Black Orcs, but it's a bit of a waste, so we need to whittle them down as quickly as possible, break them if we can. Our army is looking very, very depleted. And they just seem to have endless numbers of Black Orcs to throw at us. Swordsman taking the charge over here. Not very well. But Sly is running away. Theodore's got him. And down Sly goes. That's both of the lords dead. Just as well, because Elspeth's on 333 health and has broken. But fortunately, so has the enemy army. Just about. It was a little bit close. We lost over half our force. And they still have quite a few units of Black Orcs left. But we're going to hunt down as many as we can with our Demigryphs. And Pistoliers. But I'm not sure whether we'll be making the push on towards the nearby settlement. Well, that's a lot of Black Orcs. A little bit close on light. We only lost one unit of Great Swords. Ish. Let's take the replenishment. Let's take the replenishment. Hopefully, we would have dealt quite a blow to that army. Although, doesn't look quite as bad as I hoped. I would have felt better had it been a little bit more damaging, but I guess that's going to be okay. Hopefully Ungrim maybe be able to come and help me out. Fingers crossed. And it looks like Karak Norn has fallen to the Wood Elves, so we can return Karak Asgaraz to the Dwarves. And they can have that. Or maybe I'll give it to the Wood Elves. I mean, sure, why not? Okay, so let's have a quick look over here. Yeah, you're raiding. Yeah, I know. Ooh, I mean, that's not actually as much as I thought I'd done. And I took quite a lot of damage. I'm in their territory, aren't I? Okay, I could march. No, I couldn't. Okay, I could. I mean, I could try and take them on.
I ain't doing that. I'd rather eat a squig.
Thing is, I'd probably come off worse. I think what I need to do is pull back. Is that going to kill? Is there any way I can go here? I can go here. Okay, good. I can replenish there. Potentially. Well, okay, sure. Let's get Hand of Judgment. No, let's get Hard to Hit. And some replenishment. Okay, Balthazar.
I am the Supreme Patriarch.
I know you are. We're going to declare war on these guys, and we're going to finish them off because... Come back here, you little... Oh, you little... Okay, good. Right. Murdered them.
I go where the winds
Okay, I feel much better that they're dead. And now we can... I feel like we need to get over here and help out. They're probably going to use Karakadrin, but... Not Karakadrin, Karakungor. But if we can just mop up these greenskins up in this corner, then I feel like the dwarves are going to be okay. I mean, there's this Scarstick over here, but they've got two armies of dwarves. Grombrindle and Belagar.
our enemies shall tremble.
I know. Well, how about taking Barak Var? Maybe just try and, give that a shot. They're recruiting units all over the place, so I feel like they're on the up and up. And it looks like Thorgrim's on his way to come and help as well, which is great stuff. Oh, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. And we don't need to worry about that anymore. So we're going to plan our next move, which is Marienburg. Or is it Middenheim?
It is good to see fellow sons of the Empire this day.
Is it?
So, the Empire approaches, friend, and make your offer.
Can we get a military alliance? Counteroffer. Join war against Hochland. I don't really want to be at war with Hochland. I want to try and confederate.
So, approaches, friend, and make your offer.
Gonna get a military alliance?
Sigmar's will.
Thank you. You're only at war with Kemmler, which is fine because I don't like Kemmler either. We could potentially try and get trade with Khemri, or not. Is there anyone else we could trade with? I don't think so. Wintertooth don't like me very much. Kemmler doesn't like me, and I can't trade with anyone else. And I'm trading with everyone else that I could do, so that's probably okay. I think what we'll do is we'll go for Marienburg. So we're going to move both of our armies up here. So Wulfric does have 2 armies here, both of which are fucking terrifying. He's got mammoths. Look at this. Ugh.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Mammoths and God knows what else. We do have the Luminarch though, so we can zap Wulfric and all mammoths. And we've also got handguns, which should do quite well against mammoths. Mammoths are big targets after all. I mean, very big targets. You don't get much bigger targets than mammoths. And Elspeth needs time to heal up because that battle was pretty bad. They don't... I'm wondering if they can't recruit units now, though. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Go away, shoot. What have you got here? You can orc boar boys, forest goblins. I don't... You had Mount... No, you didn't have Mount Gumbad before. How are you recruiting black orcs? Is it just global recruitment? It must be global recruitment. Because I don't have anyone else to recruit from. Okay, well, okay. Balthazar's going to move in and help Elspeth. We'll clean out the orcs in the northern mountains. Give those back to the dwarves. Then we'll grab Marienburg, or grab Marienburg at the same time. And just see if the dwarves can then keep the greenskins, a lid on those greenskins. And then we can concentrate on mopping up Kemmler. I think that's the next plan. But that's going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Empire campaign.